We are about to drive our mini road train clear across the United States. 2,200 miles headed straight towards the heart of America's Wild West. Our journey starts in Sarasota, Florida. It takes us through Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, New Mexico, and ends in Flagstaff, Arizona. So join us as we chase our American dream. How's that for an intro? Spoiler alert, we're not in Florida anymore. Tomorrow is the day we move across the country. Well, it's going to take 5 days of traveling, but we leave tomorrow. And the job right now is to get this second trailer hooked up to the first trailer and then hook it up to my truck. And I'm actually pretty nervous about it. If you'd asked me what I wanted to do as a kid, it would have been to cruise across America with 2 trailers on. And that's what I get to do tomorrow. It's a lot. It's a lot of weight, length, and I won't be able to turn around very easily. So I'm going to get this second trailer hooked up and then we'll move on to the front trailer. Now to hook this one to the truck. Alrighty, everything's hooked up. Let's pull it out and see how it looks. Very heavy. It's going to take a bit of getting used to, because when you look in the mirrors, it looks really strange with that other trailer sort of moving in the background. After all these years I've driven with one trailer, that is really weird. But I'm up for the challenge. 2,200 miles. Now we have to head back to the house and get it on some level ground so that I can hook up the load leveling on it, because the truck is squatting too much. I need to get some of that weight off the back end. So we officially have the load leveling hitch installed, but it doesn't seem to be doing too much to level the truck out. But to all of you truck enthusiasts out there, that's because I have a 2.5-inch leveling kit on it. We were trying to figure out why it wouldn't level out. We just measured it. It's officially 74 and a bit feet long. And just to put that into context, a semi or a lorry here, a big rig, is 72 feet long. So we're officially 2 feet longer than a big rig. Quick check of all the lights before we go. It's lit up like a Christmas tree. I can't believe they all work. Spent my whole life without lights on my trailers because my luck with trailer lights is just terrible.
Cruising across America. Heading back to Flagstaff! Yeah!
Here we are at the first KOA. Made it in one piece with both trailers. Now we have to get our late check-in paperwork.
Cool. Okay, we don't have time for that.
Oh, there we are. Let's go find our cabin.
We're number 1. This is the number. This is the number 1. This is the first KOA stop we're making. Number 1 key.
Yeah, see if we get number 2 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Cabin number 1.
Ooh. This is nice. Theo.
Wow, it's warm too.
Oh, Theo, put your bags down and come upstairs.
That's your place upstairs.
Oh my, this is so cool. Look at our bed.
Where do we sleep?
That's so cool. Wow.
Oh, there's a bedroom down here.
Yeah.
That concludes day 1. We've made it as far as Milton, Florida, which is about 500 miles. And we made it 500 miles with absolutely no issues. The highlight of my day was when we were at the services taking a break. We came out of the bathrooms and a guy pulled over in front of me and Theo. And he said, is that you hauling the triples out there? He asked me if the back trailer was giving me any hassle. And I said, I forgot it was there, to be honest. The front trailer doesn't react to it in any way, and I can't see it in the mirrors most of the time, so it just behaves. It doesn't, I watch the shadow on the road, that's how I know it's there. I can just see the little shadow, and if the shadow's still and it's behaving, then I know that it's fine. But if you're interested in hauling 2 bumper pulls, which is it's considered triples, I think, then the setup that I have, I would highly recommend, but I can't vouch for anything else. But the truck is more than capable of pulling the weight that we've got behind us. The first trailer obviously has 3 axles, and it's a monster. It's 32 feet long and 8 feet high, and it doesn't really flex under the weight that it's got in it. And I would say that it weighs about 15,000 pounds, maybe a little bit more. So with all that weight and size, the trailer behind it the back trailer is about 1,000 pounds altogether with what's on it. There's some spare tires and some trash cans on it. So, 1,000 pounds being dragged behind something that weighs 15,000 or more, it just doesn't affect it in any way. And then also the other thing is, I thought that when I was making sharp turns, I'd have to make really wide turns, because I've watched the road trains in Australia, and they cut the corners really bad. Each trailer is closer and closer to the corner. But I made a wide turn on my first turn, and I realized that there's that much swing on the back end of the first trailer, because it's a good, 8 feet back from the rear axle. There's that much swing that the back trailer follows it around on the outside. The back trailer cuts in less than the first trailer does. With the setup that I have, you basically just have to drive it as if you're only pulling the first trailer. The second trailer is only a pain if you've got a backup, which I haven't had to back up yet. That's partly why we're staying at these KOAs, because we know that we can get in and out without any hassle. 500 miles so far with no issues, and 1,700 miles to go. We'll keep you posted and let you know tomorrow how it goes. Day number 2 is complete. We made it to Shreveport, Louisiana, which is another 500 miles with no issues. In case anyone was wondering, we're averaging around 10 miles to the gallon, which with this size trailer on and the amount of weight, it's pretty good, but we're doing 60 miles an hour, so it keeps the fuel mileage a little bit better. Something that's really helped this journey, and the fact that we've got the trailers on and no way to reverse, is having this extra fuel tank in the back. We have 130 gallons of fuel altogether, which gives us about, I don't know, 1,200 miles before we have to fill with fuel. So we've been able to pull into the rest stops, and I can fill with fuel while we use the bathroom, and then just swoop straight back on the interstate. So the only time we see stoplights or any kind of traffic is when we get off to stay at places in the evening. All right, I'll see you this evening. Keep you posted. Park the train here while we go and check in at the office. Is this the front door? Who's got the key?
Not me, you have. No, it's in your hands.
It's a different view to the other ones. It's very Texas.
Yeah. Wow.
I like it.
How do you close the
Very cool. Got the kids upstairs. Good cooking.
Take your shoes off real quick.
I knew this would be a good one. And we're here early too. Full bathroom. Oh, this is where the kids are gonna sleep.
This is how. Oh, we get an AC. I call this side. I call this side.
This is really cool. Bedroom. Yep, happy with this one. So we made it to Texas in one piece. That's another 400 miles with no issues. Our KOA campsite's right over here. We've got some nice parking swooped in there nicely. We should be able to get out pretty easily. So now we're gonna go into our new cabin and get some dinner. You hungry?
Yes.
All right.
Because I'm cooking it.
You're the one cooking it.
Because you're not the grill master, I am.
That smells so good. Oh, I need to have my burger.
We were just saying we were hungry.
I'll have two.
This is the life.
This is nice. I think we should get a grill.
This is really nice.
I like grilling.
KOA in New Mexico. Got here in the dark, so it was kind of tough to park it. But we made it, and we're staying in this travel trailer tonight.
It's not exactly the van, but you know, it'll do.
We're staying in a travel trailer tonight.
Yeah. And tomorrow we get to go to Flagstaff.
Yep. Quick video of the inside. We're officially staying in a random travel trailer in the middle of the New Mexico desert tonight. This is really cool.
This is the bathroom. The bathroom.
Let's get some sleep. Welcome to Grants, New Mexico. We made it 600 miles yesterday with no issues, so that brings the total to 2,000 miles approximately. The scenery yesterday changed quite dramatically. We left the plains and farming fields of Texas behind and switched it out for desert landscape and mountains. Some of those mountains we were climbing through yesterday, I really enjoyed driving with all this on the back because I had to get into a low gear and averaged about 4 miles to the gallon when we were climbing. But I thought I'd show you this morning. I've invented something in case anybody wants to try this. I made a little invention. It's only got one use, and you can only use it when you've got a trailer on behind another trailer. I realized that I can't see this back trailer in the mirror when I'm driving. So I installed this. It's a coat hanger from the first KOA that we stayed at, but it sticks out just far enough past this trailer so that when I look in my mirror, I can see that this trailer, the back trailer, is still here. Because it makes you a little bit nervous when you're driving down the road and suddenly the shadow disappears from this trailer, because I'm watching the shadows on the road. But we're going to go over to the main office now and get some breakfast, and then we're going to hit the road for our last day. We've got 300 more miles, and then we'll be in Flagstaff. We stayed in this trailer last night, and there was a desert storm came through, and everything was creaking and howling, and it was shaking. Theo slept right through it.
Yes, he did.
Don't know if you can see it, but our windshield is covered in dust from the desert dust storm last night. Made it. We've removed the back trailer. Now to find a home for the big trailer. We dropped off the big trailer at the neighbor's house down there, and so the truck's considerably smaller now. It felt like a little race car after I took that trailer off. But yeah, all of our stuff, all of our worldly possessions are down there somewhere. We finally made it. 2,200 miles, 45 hours of driving, 5 days, 220 gallons of diesel, and 8 gallons of Blue Death fluid. And here we are at the cabin. So that's how you drive all the way across America with 2 trailers on and everything you own inside. So please don't forget to like and subscribe, and tune into our vlogs coming up soon after we move back into the van and tour the whole of America, doing all 48 states. And the first stop is actually Alaska, so stay tuned for that, and we'll see you soon. Bye. Alright, we now have our second tow hitch, which will be behind this trailer.